How did I even do this last time? Ugh. Did I have help with this or something?
I've been living in my 1979 Mercedes camper for 2 years now. I love that van, but it was itching me to do my own conversion. Alone and without any experience, I sold my old van and started with my very own van build.
Hey guys, welcome back to my van build series. I ripped out my old overhead cabinets because I didn't like them and because I did some mistakes last time. And this time I want to rebuild them. It's going to be 30 centimeters high and then about 20 centimeters deep. So 20 centimeters deep is not very deep for a overhead cabinet, but I wanted to have them relatively shallow because I don't want them to take away too much space. Alright, let's start this. So now that I have this beautiful template here, I will now just cut out the basic shapes. So that's going to be 3 side pieces, 1 bottom piece, and then 2 beams that are going to go across. I will show you this in a minute, but first let's cut out these basic shapes. And that's the 2 overhead cabinets installed. I think it looks really nice actually. Yeah, you can see them. You can definitely see that I took the template from this wall because there it looks just perfect. But going over, let me show you. So here there are almost no gaps, just a little tiny one up there, and then progressively it gets worse, and the worst is definitely here. You can actually see through. I guess what you learned from this story is that if you want to make it look really nice, then you don't only make 1 template here, but also maybe 2 or 4 would be perfect. So I guess that would make it better. But in general, I'm really pleased about how they turned out. I like this more simple approach, this more simple style. A lot better for the overhead cabinets. I will leave you guys with the results for now. See you tomorrow. So because I ran out of paint yesterday, I'm just going to do a couple of little things, and that is going to be reinstalling this light down here under the cabinet, and maybe building a shelf here between the 2 cabinets. Let's see how far I get. For the trim pieces around the cabinet doors, I want to try to reuse as much of my old wood as possible. I can't use the whole length because there are holes in here that I don't want to fill, and I just want to use the nice wood. And also on this side there are a lot of these holes, so I'm just gonna use the part that is that still looks nice and doesn't have any holes. So those will probably be for the sides, like the smaller sides of the cabinet doors. This way I can reuse my old wood, which is always good, and then also I don't have to paint this again, which is also a big advantage. Okay. I'm basically done doing the basic shape of the cabinet doors. They're gonna go in like this. And obviously I'm going to make these a little bit different than the old ones. The old ones look like this, so they were basically half here, and you can open them up sideways. And those are going to be the full ones, and they're going to open up, yeah, like this. So the reasons why I did this is because even though the small cabinet doors look cute and all, they were a little bit too small. They were a little bit too fiddly, and also I thought it would be really useful to make these so that I can open up just one side, but actually I found that every time I opened up one of these cabinets, I would open up both of them as well, so the usefulness wasn't really there as well. It's a lot easier to just make one, so it's almost only half of the effort. So that's also a reason. And one thing that I'm doing differently now is that they're a lot thinner. So the backing up wood here is just some plywood, I think like 6 millimeters or something. Whereas before, those ones were actually glued wood panels. Those were a lot heavier, and I'm hoping that these ones here that kind of like stack in place like that, that those ones will be strong enough so that they hold the wider doors. One more thing that I'm going to do differently, I am adding these cross pieces up here for decoration because I think it looks really nice. I just cut them and painted them. They're still drying a little bit. Then I'm going to glue them on there, and then I can finish assembling the doors and hopefully installing them. And we're really close to finishing up these cabinet doors. The last thing I need to install are these hinges here. They're spring hinges, and if I'm lucky, they will keep up these cabinet doors, and I won't have to install an additional thing that keeps it all up. Okay, let's try to install this. It's always a little bit tricky. How did I even do this last time? Ugh. Did I have help with this or something? it's less loud like this. So yeah, it's raining right now. I hope you can even understand me. But because it's raining, I am going to work on some little things inside here. For example, adding a railing kind of thing here to this shelf so that I can put stuff on there, and then when I'm driving around, it's not falling down. While the paint is drying, I am trying to attach these magnets here to these cabinet doors so that they close and hopefully keep closed. So those are the bigger ones. They're extra strong. I don't actually know how many kilos they do, but they're extra strong. And I am going to use 2 of those. Okay. Whew. That's quite some work. They're really simple, but it takes a lot of going back and forth to actually make them fit nicely. Yeah, but now they're actually pretty hard to open, especially this one. This is hard to open. Yeah. So this should hopefully keep everything in there. Yeah, I'm pretty confident that it will. Now onto the ones here in the back. The piece is now painted and dried. I also pre-drilled the holes here. This will go here. So I'll just pull out the railing a tiny little bit so that this one slots in there perfectly. It's actually held in place by the railing because I want to put a plant up there. Obviously, that's why I put this pot here. Yeah, I think it's going to be good when I move the railing to the front just a tiny bit, something like that. Okay, that worked. Pretty straight as well. And now, yeah, it fits perfectly. Yes. It holds it in place. Alright, perfect. So that is it for the overhead cabinet storage rebuilt. I hope you enjoyed what I did. We made new frames, we made new cabinet doors and handles and everything, and installed these, which was a pain. And then made this tiny little shelf here, this beauty. And now added this railing so that stuff doesn't fly down from it. Yeah, for this video, that's everything I'm gonna do. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed this little rebuild. If you have any more questions about the things, just leave them in the comments. Yeah, apart from that, if you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. And maybe you want to subscribe for more videos like this or travel videos that are coming up. So yeah, see you in the next one.